when we see around us the dance of death, then instead of being frightened by all the appearances, instead of being sucked into that atmosphere, we must try to contemplate the eternal, the immortal, and the infinite. This is what we see in the great teaching of the Gita. It is remarkable that the Gita is given to us just before the dance of death is about to begin, when countless heroes and warriors are going to fall to the ground, and yet that is the time when the song of immortality is given to man. Instead of being hypnotized by all that we see with these limited vision, we should look beyond appearances. We should try to see behind appearances and contemplate the divine presence in all things. In each situation, in each circumstance, we should try to reach out to feel the divine leading. Where is this storm leading us? Maybe we cannot see now because our vision is limited, partial, blinded by the dust that is flying all around. But when the dust settles, when the storm abates, then we shall see how far we have come. But the yogin sees this right from the beginning itself. He trusts the hand of the divine behind every event and circumstance. He entrusts his fate into the hands of God, and surrendering himself completely is free of all cares and all fear. He knows that whatever may happen in his life will eventually happen for the good, for the divine is all Mangalmay. But on the other hand, if instead of entrusting and surrendering to the all gracious God, Mangalamay, to the all auspicious, benign divinity, we get frightened, we start getting horrified by all that we see around us, then another kind of possibility also opens its doors. Even that is eventually used by the divine for our ultimate good. But how much more beautiful if instead of going through the stormy, turbulent path through which humanity ascends sometimes, through all the blows and strokes of fate, if we can take the straight, swift, smooth, sunlit path. It is time to look into our souls, to reflect the very purpose of our life, to confront the frailty and transience of all our achievements, that one breath can simply wipe away not just an individual, but maybe an entire race, an entire civilization. It is time to learn the lesson of lessons. And that lesson of lessons is to look within and discover the eternal, that by whose breath all these worlds have come into existence, by whose breath all these are sustained, and by whose breath all these are absorbed back into his mighty oneness. Let us remember and offer everything into his safe hands and be free. A moment of crisis is a moment of great opportunity. We may take the opportunity and take a leap by passing through the small little door which is opening within us, the door that was always closed, or perhaps towards which we never looked. Or we may break down in a moment of crisis simply because we are banging against the door which has been closed. We are still trying to enter through that door which is closing for us. So let us use this crisis and all crises, always, in all circumstances, to take the needed evolutionary leap as the mudfish, stifled of breath, one day took and leaped out of the river and flew into the sky and crawled into the sand. So too, let us take the leap as the animal running on four swiftly took the leap and one day started running on 2 feet, looking straight and developed into the man. So too, it is the hour of the great leap when we need to take a leap from man running on his feet, looking forward, looking left, looking right into the divine superhumanity of tomorrow, having a new body, a new mind, a new life, a body which is free from all possibility of diseases, not just not having diseases, that is a different thing. Some people are fortunate to have minimum diseases. It's a kind of balance they have with the life force within. But to completely annul the possibility of diseases and eventually moving along those lines, even the very possibility of death. That this is possible is what the Mother and Sri Aurobindo boldly declared. To some, this may look like an imagination, so be it. Still others will take it as a possibility and leap towards the future. Let us close with these lines of the Mother. Blessed are they who take a leap towards the future. Thank you.